Mark 4. Ain't number Satan. That's what people don't even understand. They don't even understand when Satan when they being used by Satan.
Right before your face. Right before your face.
Yeah, angel work is not unrighteousness of God.
He said he's trying to listen to us.
You can't.
Go ahead, give more.
That's what the brother said?
Give me more.
You can't get mad at them. Yeah. Them people come in lost.
Give me more.
It says.
Children telling people to hate
It
all
says.
their race.
See, that scene. You may. Okay, let's go. Let's start from.
I feel sorry for them.
Starting 3. It says.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Hearken.
Most are gonna destroy your wicked ass. Go ahead.
This is Mark chapter 4, verse 3. Hearken,
And
behold,
the same mouth.
there went
With
out
the
a
same
sower
mouth.
to sow. And it came to pass,
With
as he
the-
sowed,
no,
some
no.
fell by the wayside, and the fowls
With the
of the
same
air
mouth
came
you're
and
talking to.
devoured
Out
them,
of the same mouth.
devoured it up.
The Bible says, how can
And some
sweet
fell
and
on
bitter
stony
water come out
ground
the same
where it had not
How?
much earth.
Uh-huh.
And immediately,
Talking over the scriptures right now. Go ahead.
and immediately it sprang up because it had no
The
depth
Bible
of
says,
earth.
Don't let your
But
witness.
when the sun was
This
up,
is his witness.
it was scorched, and because it had no
Your
root,
witness ain't supposed
it
to be
withered
like this.
away. And some fell, some among thorns, and thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And others fell on good ground,
Yep.
and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him
What is the parable?
And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh, but unto them it was not. It was unto them that are without. All these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. So when they don't hear it, you see. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside.
So we sowing the word. We were giving the brother the word. Go ahead.
Hey, the righteous stand in boldness, but the wicked flee when no man pursues. It says, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. It says, and that's what happened with her. When you brought out that Timothy, nah. Start pointing at everything else. Hey, bring your witnesses of the prophets.
Precepts gotta line up, man.
Most High said that they said that his word be not blasphemed. The woman should be in silence. The woman should not be teaching. That's what the scriptures say. And she trying to teach this brother. I don't care if she knows the curses. I don't care none of that. You go to your husband, you be silent. Women used to put their garments on their head when they see a man coming, man.
Yeah,
We don't have no discretion.
Yeah, that was up under the law.
It says, and have no root. Okay, it says in verse 18, and these are they which are sown among thorns, which hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100.
Like, so look, brother. A man's going to the Lord at the end of the day, right? Like I told the other brother when he came up before you, the Lord brought you past our way, same way he brought her and her husband past our way for a reason, right? We didn't go past their way. They weren't out teaching and we went past them. We're out teaching, they came past us. So the Lord brought them past here for one or two reasons. He brought you past here for one or two reasons. Either to receive edification and go from here with that edification, or to mark yourself, right? And when a woman is out of order like that, you tell me what that means. That's marking yourself. Because the scriptures is coming out, you speaking above the scriptures. You have no respect for the scriptures. But you want to talk about the scriptures. But you have no respect for them. You didn't see, not one time when I was trying to bring scripture did she sit back and just let the scriptures come out. That tells you when somebody hates the Bible. No matter what they try to do, you hate the Bible because the Bible's not speaking to what you wanted to speak to. It can't be that way. As I said before, I was in Christianity. He was in Christianity. When I first came into the knowledge of the truth, I had that same problem with understanding. Like, man, hold on, man, you saying, man, I don't know, right? But I had to keep learning from brothers that I saw was using those precepts, not just teaching out of their mouth.
Hey, so what's the whole point if you don't let me ask?
Real quick. Let me get 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. And we're gonna get your question, brother. Hey, the scripture tell us we gotta rebuke our neighbor, man. And that's what we was doing, man. Like you can't be listening to this woman, bro. Don't heal her softly because you told her at the end. At the end, see, that's what it says. The beginning of a thing, the end of a thing is better than the beginning. At the end, if you like, look, I'm trying to hear what they're saying. She in your ear.
Because I'm not trying to take y'all away.
I know
I'm really trying to get the spirit, like, because everything y'all say, I'm going to go home and then I'm going to study.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed
You
to
don't
do.
just accept no man's word. You can study, but understand one thing. We came all out the Bible with everything that our reason, okay? The word of our testimony, lined it up with the what? With the blood of the Lamb, the scripture.
Prove everything and hold fast to them.
Okay, that's right, brother.
Book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 14. Of these things, put them in remembrance, charging them before Yahweh that they strive not about words to no profit.
Words to no profit, man. That woman had words to no profit, man. They didn't lead you to understanding the truth because ain't supposed to be. That was defiled in the first place. She's trying to tell the brothers, hey, man. And that's what Christ said. How can you, being evil, bring forth anything that's good? You see?
Subverting of the hearers.
Subverting the hearers. Let's get Titus 3:11. So she was up here subverting the hearers of the word, attempting to. If you're gonna hear, then hey, that's between you and the Most High God. Okay? So but the scriptures say you know them by their fruit. So hey, nobody can hide in these days, man. Brother tried to come up here talking all types of madness. I see his spirit before he came up here. And what he came up here and do? I didn't say, hey, man, get out of here. I see your spirit. I ain't do that. He came up here, he started listening to us. Soon as he came up here, folly started coming out. And I confirmed what I felt, and I did it with the word.
It's a Titus 3:11. You gotta know every tree by. I tell my brother, my god brother, you gotta know the tree by its fruit, man. You gotta pay attention.
And let me give him this real quick. It says, in Greek things, I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before Yahweh and men. The unity of brethren. Unity of brethren. Most High said that he's going to have 144,000 not defiled with a woman. Okay? That means that they're not defiled. They don't have women among them. Okay? And there's 144,000. It's government. Right? It says, the love of neighbors, a man and his wife that agree together. So you got to agree what's going to be the foundation of that agreement. Scriptures, what thus saith the Lord. It says 3 sorts of men my soul hated. I've seen you a few times out here too, bro. You seen me? Never? I thought I seen you.
White man, Memorial, Mercer Park. Yeah, but I've been riding and stuff, man. I'm out for work.
Yeah, I got a bike too, man. Right now, I just been trying to.
We closed the park down, so I was just.
Don't be lifting weights, man, because you're going to eat more. You're going to want to eat more. You got to save.
Martial arts too.
Yeah, I mean, I do a little bit of boxing. You still lifting weights. That's all right. Hey, this brother gonna be blessed.
That's good.
Script, you say we're gonna eat in these last days, man. When things go bad, we're gonna eat. So anyway, let me finish. It says, these sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life. It says, a poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doteth. Okay? So the Lord, he hates proud, poor people, man. If you proud and you poor, no, if you poor, you're supposed to pray to the Most High God. He gave us the spirit of mourning in these last days. More so than anything else, he gave us the spirit of mourning. It says, better is it to be in the house of mourning than in the house of earth. That's right.
And that, Salaki, and that understanding, like, okay, so we gotta have an understanding for what hell and what heaven is, right? That's a big thing, right? Because if the first retarded ass had any understanding for what heaven and hell was, she wouldn't speak so abruptly. Because hell is not a place under the ground where the so-called devil, who's actually the so-called white man, because devil means deceiver. If you study the Strong's, that's what it says. It's not a man under the ground with a pitchfork. It's not where Satan dwells, right? Hell is a lower state of the grave. If you look that up in the Strong's, it's going to tell you this. It's a lower state of the grave, right? It's not Hades. That's Greek mythology, right? And heaven is a higher state. That's living in a higher state. So the so-called white man is in heaven right now. They had their heaven for 1,000 years, right? So she can't. She's so hung on to her oppressor. She can't grasp the fact that they've had their heaven for 1,000 years. So when just give me your insurance.
I hope they got it.
I knew something. I'm sorry. I knew something was gonna happen.
Well,
I felt
something obviously happened at the party.
That's why I kept cutting my eyes over here looking the whole time.
Something obviously happened at the park. What was going on?
And something happened over there too?
Yeah, something obviously happened at the park.
Somebody got
She got a baby in the front seat.
Huh?
It's a dude that hit him. About to be all bad. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, we boogie, bro. Like,
And that's why we be out here
But the
trying.
Most High, He correcting us, bro.
And that's why we be out here trying to give our people the word of understanding of who we are.
Because what was I getting on covetousness, Salaki, man? What was I getting on covetousness?
man, I don't, man, for real, man, I took my hat off to y'all, man, like, for doing this, bro. I didn't come to man, like, trying to judge y'all, like, bro, I just, you know what I'm saying? If I can learn, so I really come with the spirit of understanding, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I know. That's why I'm very
y'all
patient with
like,
you.
y'all up here doing this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I'm very patient with my brother, you know?
And that's why that's a vexing situation with the woman, because, like I said, we up here doing, and we do this. It's not our first time up here. Like, these brothers, I'm pretty sure they'll tell you, like, them brothers always up here. We always up here. Well,
They know. They
Monday
see.
we was at Avis home. We got kicked off. You know what I'm saying? We got kicked off. You know, Joe V's on Victory.
Yeah.
We got kicked off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was over there. So we do this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Suffer persecution.
without trying to sound like a fool, because Paul said, you know, boasting in that is being foolishness. So I'm not trying to sound that way. But what I was saying is, we gotta have a better understanding for what heaven and what hell is. And if we have an understanding for what heaven and what hell is, understanding that we haven't reigned. You know, we haven't received that blessing that the scripture said we're gonna receive. So if we haven't received that blessing that the scripture said we're supposed to receive, then when are we supposed to get that? We received all the curses. We received all the curses. We received all the bad things. We received whips on our back. We received getting killed in the streets day in and day out. And you telling me that the Most High God, who's our Father, we're the chosen people of, is just gonna forget that? That's why it talks about judgment and understanding judgment. That's why I say evil man, and they talk about evil man means women as well, but the Bible uses men usually as the main people to deal with, because the Most High deals with men. So I say evil man knoweth not judgment. So she don't know judgment. She don't have that understanding that the Most High judgment is gonna be a great wrath to the people that have done so much harm to his people, man. Get that he didn't touch the apple of my eye. I think that's
We don't know everything, but we study, man. We study all the time. And you know, you can look it up. It's about if you can understand it, and then if you hear it. Once you hear it, you understand it.
It's Zechariah. It's Zechariah 2:8.
Say the righteous understand all things, man. So when you hear it, you can say, "Oh, that's the Most High God." What you say,
Zechariah 2:8. What was that scripture you had?
So this is Zechariah chapter 2.
3 and 8.
3 in there. So this is Zechariah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Hear now, O Joshua, the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, for they are men wondered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servant, the branch." You said Zechariah?
So it's Jesse, right? The branch.
The branch of David. So the branch of David is going to be
Jesse,
Christ. Yeah, Zechariah 2 and 8. My bad, you had it right first. 2 and 8.
Zephaniah or
Zechariah,
Zechariah?
Zechariah 2 and 8. 2 and 8.
Yeah,
my bad.
Zechariah. It says, "For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me." It says, "Spoil." It says, "For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of my eye."
So you think about this, bro. If you have a son, and your son say he's 15 years old,
Yeah.
and he come home one day and he tell you a grown man, 25 years old, to beat his ass. You don't see the grown man that same day, but a week later, you and your son are walking together, and he say, "Daddy, that's the one that beat my ass right there." Are you just gonna say, "You know what? Let it go"?
Yeah.
You gonna have to see about him.
Yeah.
So if we're the children of the Most High,
You gonna have to see about it.
he gonna have to see about that, man. And
But some of these things, man, you know that when it was brought forth, man, because of our disobedience.
it is, but it doesn't change the fact of what the Most High is gonna do.
Yeah.
Because he, like the scripture said, he created election might have to stand. He created us to be the elect, and he knew we were sniffing it, so he created a whip for us, and that whip happened to be Esau.
Yeah.
Now Esau took it too far. That's why it tells you in I forgot what book.
Furthered the affliction.
Yeah, he furthered the affliction. He went way farther than he had to, man. We gotta sit here and really think about things, man. These people used to cut our women's stomach open, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Feed our babies to alligators.
Yeah.
Play games called Hit the Nigga Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They used to do something in to us when we was in Benin and stuff. They used to bury